So Kevin Arnovitz comes on with us here and for years has given us great information. He's really super informed. So maybe you can explain to me, Kevin, please explain to me why Karl Anthony Towns is out there in the last couple of games, this extraterrestrial that looks unlike anyone you could have imagined even 6 years ago or 5 years ago in skill set, that this guy can't do anything because the Houston Rockets are so fast from outside that they've changed all the game's math.
He's getting pushed off his spots, and it's fascinating to see this 7-footer. I mean, he's a little doughy. I mean, he's, P.J. Tucker, muscle for muscle, is just like bullying him. And it's really strange. And then he has this crutch. So one of the blessings of Karl Anthony Towns is the guy can shoot from three. One of the curses is there is an inclination to sort of retreat there as your safe space. And you'll see him kind of get pushed off the block. And, okay, now he goes and stands in the corner. And so it might be the paralysis of just too many skills and with a combination of just a physical – he's physically intimidated by Tucker, who's just mean.
Wait a minute. What kind of analysis is that, Arnovitz, given the way that I set you up there? Like, hold on a second. Hold on. It's great analysis. You're telling me that, and I love your analysis, by the way. You're telling me that Karl Anthony Towns finds P.J. Tucker mean.
Like, I mean, did you see? I mean, you saw him get pushed off the spot. I mean, the guy is being completely manhandled.
You're right.
He's just getting manhandled. I mean, I don't know that there's anything.
Arnovitz, I've been waiting for this Kevin Arnovitz my entire life, man. No numbers, no nothing. Just, he's mean.
Guillermo, put it on the poll. Is P.J. Tucker being mean to Karl Anthony Towns? Is that the analysis?
Well, no, I don't think it's like he's like ghosting him on a text or mean. I don't think this is like the high school cafeteria mean. I just mean like P.J. Tucker is a player of very marginal talent whose value in this league is he's precisely the kind of guy who can intimidate and physically push around a player of much greater talent in who was 4 inches taller, or 5 really. And so that is P.J. Tucker's. It's why the Houston Rockets, a team of marginal defensive ability, goes out this offseason. They don't get another shooter. They get a guy like P.J. Tucker, for the precise reason that there are players with finesse who can get – and I've never liked the soft, hard – I mean, I think Dan even had that conversation. Like, I don't love the soft thing. I mean, there's a certain machismo about it, but I do think the game, demands certain physical endurance, and if you're a guy who's going to work out of the block, you need to be able to sustain your space. And, Towns isn't doing that. He's kind of retreating to the corner, and he's just getting bullied by a guy whose meanness is sort of his defining attribute.
All right, hold on a second about all this P.J. Tucker is mean talk. I need to press you on this. Who else is kind of mean? Because when you're doing this with P.J. Tucker, I don't imagine Karl Anthony Towns as being someone who would back down from this guy's kind of mean. That analysis feels like it stinks to me. So tell me who else you view. Tell me.
Are they all mean team?
Yeah, no, yes, according to you, though, because P.J. Tucker's not on mine.
No, I think the guy is probably a perfectly good dinner partner. I mean, I don't mean mean is just in the context of basketball, in the context of NBA basketball, and I think it's not uncommon for guys of marginal talent to be able to kind of leverage a certain desire to just kind of be completely intimidating physically.
Mean,
and that's what I think. So Steven Adams, another guy.
That's a good one.
Another guy who's just this guy is just nasty. Guy's cake. Here's the question. You are an NBA player. There's 10 minutes until the opening horn. You look at your matchup and you're like, oh man, that guy is just going to be a complete, just burden to me.
Okay, but wait, is this different from a glue guy?
That's the criteria.
Is this different from a glue guy? And is it different from
By the way, Tucker has not been the primary defender entirely. I mean, Capella's kind of part of this too. I mean, it's not. I don't want to suggest because Tucker the matchup is, it's not always. I mean, Capella's also been a key part of that.
But Capella's not quite as mean, right? He's not quite as mean.
He's not as mean.
Right. No, the guy's Swift. He's Swift.
Right.
Oh, he's Swift, not mean.
Swift, yeah.
All right, hold on a second.
Swift, not mean.
Athletic, yeah.
I think probably in the 99 percentile of meanness for Swift.
Okay, that's very good. That's a good way to put it.
Sure.
Right at kind of the league average.
But is glue guy different than mean guy, different than dark alley guy? Is dark alley guy the same guy?
Yeah.
Yes?
No, glue guy sort sort of like Battier would be. I don't know that Battier was mean. He was disruptive, and I don't think like Shane's not mean. You know Shane. Shane's not mean, and I don't mean that. And yet it's funny is I think if you said that about a lot of players, they would take it as an insult. Like, what do you mean I'm not mean? Like, meanness is a virtue, right? Like as a player. So he's kind of glue guy. Luke Bamute, glue, not mean. By the way, great defender. Tucker's just nasty.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's different. Wait a minute. Nasty is different than mean. Wait a minute.
Oh, now we're getting into a semantic debate.
Well, but no, because is it or not? Yes or no?
Like, is nasty, like unhygienic?
Well, I mean,
that's Bellinelli.
Yeah,
that's Bellinelli.
That's Bellinelli. Like, nasty is one step after mean. Dan is right. I mean, but that's fine. You're doing it for effect.
But Adams is also unhygienic.
Yeah. Like David West, Udonis Haslem, those
guys are clean. They smell like soap, but they're dark alley.
All back alley team is totally different.
That's totally different. Arnovitz, help us with this. Help break it down, please.
We need a taxonomy of all of these things. I'm going to have to write this. I mean, some ESPN graphics guys. I mean, this is great. So nasty, mean, and all right. So what is back alley? I want to understand I want to distinguish now.
Wait, you don't understand it. Matt Barnes is back alley. Tony Allen's back alley. Udonis Haslem, David West is back alley. Zebo is back alley with a pool cue. Like, come on.
So there's actually kind of there's a socioeconomic, like how you came up, sort of.
No, just what you haven't left behind. What you haven't left behind. Like, I remember one time when I saw David West square up with Udonis Haslem, I got scared. I was watching it, and I got scared. And it wasn't just because they're two big, bad men or Brahma bulls. It's because I knew all of their reputations headed into that. That's back alley. That ain't P.J. Tucker. Get out of here.
Right, and funny, because like UD is back alley, but I don't consider him mean.
Correct. Finally, you're getting it. Yes, correct. There's a difference.
I'm getting it. I'm a slow study.
Okay, but help us with it. Keep helping us with it. Who is also mean like P.J. Tucker? If Kevin Arnovitz had to vote today for the meanest player in the league by his definition of mean, is it P.J. Tucker or is it someone else?
I think it's Tucker because now I'm putting Adams into nasty. Per your new category, right? So I got to move Adams from mean to nasty, which means that opens up a slot on the mean team. I mean, I'm thinking about Patrick Beverly too.
You're considering Beverly. Good one.
Yeah, Beverly. I'm kind of going by position here. And all right, so West. See, you put West in back alley, whereas I would put him kind of the mean intensity.
What?
Like I don't know.
No, you don't understand it again.
I'm going to defer to you. You are a meanologist. You are your anthropology.
I'll tell you how mean I can be.
Yeah, I'm totally deferring here.
You're being mean to Arnovitz right now.
Okay, we'll let him go now. On that note, I'm mean. Thank you, Kevin Arnovitz. It's always good talking to you. He really is excellent. Tell them where they can find you, Kevin. Tell them all the places that they can find Arnovitz on Twitter, everywhere else.
Yeah, all right. I'm on ESPN.com. I published a piece today, or somebody else published it. I wrote it about the Philadelphia 76ers breakfast lecture series in which Robert Covington brings his snake. J.J. Redick talks about simulation theory, and Amir Johnson does an entire presentation about tattoos, and T.J. McConnell will wax for 10 minutes on coffee, and each player takes a turn, and it's kind of become this big thing in Philly, and they all get along, and it's kumbaya, but this breakfast series has always been a part of it. So I encourage everybody to read. And Joel Embiid is terrified of snakes, apparently. So that's part of the story, too.
All right, excellent.
Did we accomplish anything?
No.
We've just advanced the confusion of the basketball world like 10 degrees.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. He's really good. He is really good.
I did learn something. No idea Capella was from Switzerland.
He said Swiss, not Swift, right?
Yeah, you guys misunderstood. Big funds for both of you.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
The NFL draft is next week. Swiss, you have no money. Those should be fine. I heard Swift as well. We're getting old, Stugotz. The game is starting to pass us by, dude.
He said Swiss?
That's right. He said Capella had to be neutral because he was Swiss, not because he was Swift. I thought, too, that he was saying mean to Swift.
All right. So you going to pay my fine for me?
No. Why do I have to pay your fine?
Because I don't have any money.